Hey, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to show you how to remove your headlight assembly on a Honda Civic, and unfortunately to do that you do have to remove the front bumper cover. And rather than make this video really long, I already have a video on how to remove the front bumper cover, so I'll link to that in the description below. So if you need the help on removing the front bumper cover, you can watch that. And then we'll jump straight to removing just the headlight assembly. If you're looking how to remove just the headlight bulbs, I got separate videos on those too, and I'll link to those in the description below also, along with the how to remove the front bumper video. So once we have the bumper off, we're ready to go ahead and take out the headlight. And all we're going to need for this is a 10mm socket and a ratchet and a couple of long extensions, or one really long extension. So we're going to start out by coming over here to the side, and we're going to remove our first bolt. It's this one right here. And then come around to the top of the headlight, and we're going to remove this bolt in here. And typically there's a bolt right here, but the headlight, the plastic tab here that the bolt goes into is busted off, so the bolt's gone. So we're going to go ahead and remove this one. And then we're also going to remove this bolt here. Now this bolt isn't part of what holds the actual headlight on. This bolt holds the fender on, the front of the fender here. But the reason we're going to remove this is so that way it's going to give us some play in the fender once we take this bolt out, and that's just going to help us give us enough room to get this headlight out. And it'll make more sense here in a little bit. You can see the front of the fender is moving now, so that's just the little bit of play that we're going to need when we go to take it out. And then come around to the front of the headlight here, and down below that bracket right here, down below there, that bolt right there is the next one we're going to have to take out. And this was the reason that we needed the long extension, was to get all the way back there underneath the headlight and get that bolt out. So we're going to sneak our socket just straight underneath here between the bracket and the bumper beam, and just go straight back and get it on that bolt. And now the headlight's ready to come out, so we're just going to grab a hold of it with both hands and just start to bring it forward a little bit. Until we get this end of the headlight where we can clear the front of the fender here. And then we're going to get our hand and put it behind here, and then we're also going to lift up a little bit on the fender. Just enough where we can get it to clear the front here. And now that we got it out, we're going to go ahead and remove these wires. This one's usually easiest, just to twist it and just take the whole bulb out. And then each plug just comes out by pushing on the tab here at the bottom and then pulling out on the plug. And same with this one here. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes this clip is clipped into the bottom of the headlight here. And to get that out, you can just you can see there is a tab. There's a tab on that side and a tab on that side. You just go in with a screwdriver and just press on the tab or pliers and just squeeze those tabs, and then it releases from the headlight. Now keep in mind, if you are replacing the headlight, this lower bracket, if it was in a collision or something and this lower bracket's damaged, this does not come with the headlight. and sometimes they also get all rusted out. So keep that in mind if you're ordering a new headlight or a new bracket. These don't come together. The assembly just refers to the headlight unit itself. And I'll put links in the description where you can get the headlights and then also the brackets if you need those also. Brackets come off real easy. Just that bolt on the bottom there. And then it's got an alignment pin here on the end, and it just comes right off. And when you go to put the headlight back in, it can be kind of tricky to remember exactly like what angle you took this out at. It can be difficult, and because you try to get these tabs past the fender, and you don't want to scratch the fender, and you don't want to also scratch the headlight. So a little trick is when you go to put it back in, this lower bracket, this end of the bracket right here, you're going to want to lay it right here where this beam meets this extension here. I'm going to lay it right here on the corner. So lay that right there, and then we're going to roll the headlight underneath the fender. And then once you get these tabs underneath the fender, you're going to go towards the middle of the car and then start to bring this back end of the headlight up towards the fender. And then you want to pick up on the fender to clear this part and get it up towards the front. And then while you're doing that, you also, so you want to watch this tab here. You want to make sure this tab goes on the outside of this part of the fender so we can bolt it in, because a lot of times it'll want to go in behind there and it'll kind of hold you up. So just bring that up, and then we aligned it with the fender, and then you go ahead and put the bolts in. But yeah, just a little tip on putting it back in. It can be a little tricky. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. That's how you remove the headlight on your Honda Civic. Thanks for watching.